Hi everybody. So today I want to talk to you about how you think about training. Okay, so there's all these buzzwords that we use right now to talk about how you describe your physical exercise. Let me tell you what I mean. Somebody call it workout. Some are going to call it training. Some are going to call it practice. Some are going to call it beast mode, which is the silliest one of all. Okay. My buddy in the Netherlands, Madi, calls it ferocious, because that's just sort of his buzzword and keyword. My grandma used to, after she had a heart surgery, she had to do some exercise on a bicycle at home. She used to call it, I'm going to take some exercise. That's an old Southern way of saying it, okay? And let me tell you why I think this. I asked this question today and got a lot of responses, and really wanted to talk about how you think about exercise sort of makes a big difference in how you do things. And one of the words I talked about was play. Okay. Now, I know that to the people who are watching my channel, more than likely exercise or heavy lifting specifically is more than play to you. Okay. It's more than play. It's really a lifestyle. It's a life passion. It's a way of doing things that people don't even think about, that you do amazing stuff with, that you do, it's just not a play in the way that we think of play, but maybe it should be, and let me tell you why. And I think all those things are great, working out, or people have a problem with the word workout because it has the word work in it, and we have negative connotations. And really, there's a little bit of thing to think about this in that, why are we even bothering to determine this? Just go do what you need to do. Go lift weights, do whatever you're going to do, that's fine. But it does have a difference because words do mean things, and they do have psychological connotations. And let me ask this. So if you have a deeper passion for what we're doing, okay, you have that kind of passion that's crazy, that people just really do hardcore stuff, the kind of stuff that the world's best people do. Is it still play? Can it still be play? Maybe it should be, okay? Because let me tell you what I see as problems. I see the tough guy mindset. So let me ask this. Am I tougher if I do this? And stare at you real mean? Or am I tougher if I just go about my job? Maybe the highest mindset of training is play, because if you look at play, it takes the fear, it takes the problems, it takes the anxiety completely out of training. And you can still be, see, we associate play with total relaxation, with no effort. And we associate work with effort. We associate training with rowdy effort, with beast mode. But maybe we could associate all those things with play, and we would have a long lifetime goal of training, okay? Because I see a lot of guys in lifting, they get big for a while, and they get super strong, or maybe they achieve their goals, or maybe they achieve their goals to the point of being super strong, and maybe they get hurt. Then they quit lifting altogether, or they just totally quit doing things. They don't find another avenue to pursue. But then I look at children, okay? And here's what I mean. You will see kids outside playing who are working as hard as they possibly can. They're, running up. Let me tell you what they are. They're the Sunny D commercial. They run outside, they're playing. They run inside, they rip the refrigerator open, and they're, oh, look, I got to drink. They've worked as hard as they possibly can, but they still had fun. They didn't overstress, they didn't overthink about it. Let me tell you another part of this that I think is kind of a problem. When you overdo the mindset of work or the mindset of even practice, because we associate, especially in America, we associate practice with being serious, with not necessarily being fun. You ever go to play American football, you'll have a coach. Get it right together. Get serious. Work as hard as you possibly can. Yes and no. I think you can work harder when you have the mindset of play. Because when you have the mindset of play, you have a mindset of happiness in what you're doing. And when you have that mindset of happiness in what you're doing, first of all, you're clearing all the pathways to work without feeling like it's brutal work, okay? You can still work brutally hard. You can still do the things that are rough and manly and that make me put my skull cap on and are tough guy without the psychological implications of anger and ugliness and whatever else is going on, without the problems that might be associated with doing those things that build up mental stress. Because let me tell you what they do. They're actually burning up mental energy, which is burning physical energy. Okay? So they're taking away from the effort you could be applying. Plus, they make it less fun. I had this problem when I was a kid, especially playing football. You'd be super serious, have your game face on the day before all the time, when what I should have been doing is being incredibly focused at the moment of play, but between I should have been having fun. And not that we didn't have fun, but we make a game so serious, and we take everything we do more serious than it ought to be, even when it really is that life passion for us. And believe me, there's almost nobody on the planet who's done as much for the living of this as a passionate way that I have, okay? I really love this in a way that most people can't fathom. And if you're watching this, you fathom it, but most people just never will. But you still should have that mindset of, it's always something new to explore. There's always something cool to be here. I'm going to have more freaking fun when I do that. And let me tell you what I did. I actually tested this. When I got angry and psyched that way, I was less strong than when I was just happy. Did it from a biomechanical testing standpoint, and did it. And then I've also done extensive testing on it in my own personal thing. And when I get past the point of being mad, get all that stuff worked out, and get to the point of being just laughing and happy, that's when some crazy, serious, freaky, strong stuff happens. Okay? Forget the tough guy crap. Forget all the training terms. Just go out and have fun. And then you'll do some really amazing stuff. Now, we got new stuff coming out that you'll really have fun at. And one of the things that's helpful in this fun thing is base building. Once you have a real good physical base, which there's a lot to, okay? You can do amazing stuff, man. You can explore and play in a way that you don't worry about getting hurt. You don't worry about getting jacked up. You don't worry about the things being too stupid or whatever. You just go out and have fun. And you can invent some cool stuff or play or just progress in a serious manner in your real training, but at the same time, having more fun than you thought possible. You know what? I think that's the greatest mindset. And I'll tell you what else I think is another thing. Learning to have that happiness, that smiling point, that play mindset in the toughest, most painful physical times, that really is some top-end mental training and mental strength. When you begin to discipline that all the time, and even when you're doing the hardest thing that hurts the most, you have the most fun, man, you've really begun to reinterpret what effort is, what pain is, what life can be. You've really got some stuff to work on. There's some amazing stuff there. So we'll talk about base building and doing some amazing stuff and why that's important for going to the really advanced levels. And I hope you should check out our 2015 Muscle Challenge. We got 12 new products coming out to you in 12 weeks. It's going to be awesome. Thanks.